You see, I thought it was going in. Yeah, on me. Yeah.
Everybody good? All right, we'll open up for questions. Kevin? Jimmy, 30 points career high tonight, and obviously you had it going early and late. Talk about the game with their defense really holding Zay and Mace down, what you had to do to get Arkansas going.
I think with the team setup that we have, we know a lot of teams are going to try to focus in on our two top guys. So I think I was able just to take advantage tonight, getting in those gray areas, get behind the defense's eyes, getting spots I'm comfortable with. And then you got to credit guys like Reggie, Mace, being able to get me the ball in those positions and then me finishing on the other end.
Yeah, Jimmy, how big a deal is it to get third? Like you were doing some hand gestures at the end, like 3-3 or something. And it was like 9 minutes or something between 28 and 30. Were you thinking you weren't going to get there? Or just kind of what was the thought at the end when you finally made it?
I mean, my teammates they wanted me to get it. So I told them I wasn't really worried about it, whether at least we win at the end of the day. But it came down to the last possession, and J5 said he was going to come to me. I missed the attempt for him, but I was able to get a steal right there at the end, and they were just excited for me, so I was just talking to the guys on the bench.
How cool was that for you, and what is that you were doing exactly? You were doing like 3-3?
Oh, letting them know I had 30 right there on that last layup.
Yeah. And just how good was it to get to 30?
It's cool. I mean, it's a cool little milestone. It's never happened for me, and then as a grad, I think it was cooler that I did it here rather than anywhere else. Being able to come in my last year and reach a milestone like that in front of the fans I started with, I think that it hit me right there, and that was the coolest part of it all.
Yeah, Reggie, it's been kind of an up and down year for you a little bit. How did it feel to just go out and produce tonight, and it looked like you were playing with a lot of confidence?
Yeah, it felt really good just to help my team out. The last couple of games I know I've been struggling, but just to come out and be ready, it felt real good. And tonight they trusted me tonight.
Reggie, it looked like you went down for a little bit there in the second half. You feeling all right? And what was the injury?
Oh, no, I'm good. I just hit something I hit a little nerve, so my little leg went numb for a minute, but I was good.
Reggie, it seemed like you were, I guess, in the proverbial doghouse there a little bit after having some turnovers against A&M and then a lot of fouls against LSU. Kind of, what's it feel like, and how do you get out of that? And how good does it feel to have a game like tonight?
I wasn't playing my best, so I knew Coach, I had to earn that trust back with him. So, in practice, I just been going real hard. He still believed me tonight to play me, so I went in and I had to do what I had to do. But, tonight, I came in and I gave it my best shot, so I earned a little bit of his trust back.
Jimmy, what did you think of Reggie's game, and how big was that tonight with, Mason obviously having an atypical game? And
I think Reggie came out there tonight and played how we've all known he could play. Reggie's just been pushing through every day. Every day he comes in practice trying to get 1% better, try to get a little better, and I think tonight was one of those nights it showed. It's never going to show overnight, no matter how bad you want it to, but people behind closed doors don't see how hard the guy next to me comes in and works every day. So having a night like this is, for me, for all of us in the locker room, we know that's his capability of what he can do.
Jimmy, you're one of 3 guys now on the team that scored 30-plus this season, along with Mason and Isaiah. I guess it's 5 times total. What do you think that says about you guys? Not many teams have 3 guys that can do that.
I think it shows versatility. We have a lot of weapons on the offensive end, and I think it makes us that much harder to guard, especially when you add in Reggie's 14, Desi's 13. Like, when you have nights like that when everybody's out there producing on the offensive end, it's going to be really hard to match up with us and guard us.
Yeah, for both guys, I guess Mason we know can be a really dynamic scorer, but I think he's got 15-plus assists the last 2 games. Just your thoughts on him as a facilitator and distributor.
That's a great player versatility. Mason knows that teams are going to try to lock in on him, and he's a really unselfish player. So when he knows that, he's not going to force it. He's going to play in the flow of the game. If it comes to him, it comes to him. Nights like tonight and against Ole Miss, he, like you said, 15-plus assists. He had 8 assists tonight. 7 rebounds, so he's going to affect the game no matter if it's scoring or not. And I think that's what great players do. They find a way to affect the game if their scoring isn't going well.
I don't know if you saw the Kentucky score tonight. They lost by 3 at South Carolina. Obviously, they're going to come in here probably kind of upset. What are your all's thoughts about, top 10 Kentucky coming in? Arkansas hadn't beaten them, I guess, since 2014.
It's a great challenge for us. We know they're going to come in ready. Each game is individual of the last. No matter how good or bad you did the game before, it's a new game. So we know they're going to come in fired up because they don't want to drop 2 in a row. So we know we're going to have to prepare, start preparing a little bit tonight, really start getting in the heat of it tomorrow, and just prepare for a dogfight, which we know it's going to be.
You got some thoughts on Kentucky?
You know, Coach Muss told us after the game they're a good dribble drive team, so you know I know he's gonna prepare us for that tomorrow, and I'm ready to play him. You know, Coach Muss not scared of nobody. We're not scared of nobody. We're not gonna back down because it's Kentucky.
Hey, Jimmy, I think you hit 6 out of your first 7 shots, I think, tonight or something like that. What does that do for your confidence as a player? Does it feel like everything you put up is going to go in? What does that do for you confidence-wise?
I think scoring is more of a rhythm than anything else. So when you can come out and hit your first couple shots, you see it go in, you get that confidence. You sort of, if you play a sport, you know about the zone. You sort of get into that zone early, and I think that's helped me seeing a couple shots go in. We know that's the position I like to be in. So when you're getting shots you like and you feel like you're in the zone, you just ride it as long as you can. And today I was able to ride it for 40 minutes.
Final question?
Jimmy, I think you averaged like 33 or something in high school, right? You averaged 30 plus, I think. How cool is it to get 30 now in college? It's obviously been a while since you did it
yeah,
regularly
it's been-
in high school.
I don't think I've seen 30 points by my name in 5 years, so it's pretty cool. Like I said, the biggest thing is that doing it here was special for me. It's special that I could come here in front of these fans with this group of guys and be able to reach a milestone like that.
Chip, final question.
Jimmy, your game is kind of an old school, I guess, kind of a game, a mid-range type game. Was there a certain player that you grew up watching that you kind of see your game patterned after, maybe an old NBA guy, something like that, or is it just this is just what works for you and you kind of do your thing?
My dad taught me a lot about basketball growing up. He's an old school guy, so he taught me that mid-range jump shot. So I've been doing that for basically my whole life. Growing up, it was cool to see guys in the NBA do it, guys like Rip Hamilton, guys like Sean Livingston, Andre Miller, guys like that play out of sort of that mid-range area, don't take a lot of three-point shots. So it's cool for me to see guys at the highest level be able to do that and be effective and make long careers out of it. It just gives me hope moving on to the future.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You